And welcome back. Today we are flying out... Wait, that's a tank. Yes, you are seeing this correctly. We are actually playing the T-80U. And no, I didn't actually do that intro on purpose. I was just doing it on autopilot. And I completely forgot we were playing a tank today. And this is the T-80UK. And I did play the T-80U quite a bit before. And it's basically the same thing. It does get the soft kill APS from the front. I don't know what it's called, but it's those little two lamps that will kill... like Gen 1 ATGMs. It's basically useless, but I guess it's nice to have. You have some good ERA, you have good turret protection. Your HE is a little bit worse than the T-80U because it's the time shell, so if you laser rangefind and you lob it across the map, you're not actually going to get an impact. It's going to blow up before it actually hits the target, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, you'll just have to deal with it. For you today, I got quite a few games. I got a 7 kill, a 9 kill, a 15 kill nuke, and a lot more. It's all going to be in the progress bar. And why the T-80UK? Well, it's new, it's a top tier tank that I'm familiar with, and it makes me feel like I'm still playing a plane. So we are going to start energy fighting. I'm going to try to get an energy advantage here, but he's already looking at us, so I'm going to deny the head on. And at this point, it's a little bit of a stalemate. We both don't really want to push into each other, we don't really feel like killing ourselves instantly. So I'm looking around, he pops smoke, he blinds us, but very importantly, he also blinds himself. So what do? We take our jet turbine, we pretend we are a fighter jet and we are going to get an altitude advantage on him. We climb up, we dive back down and get a little bit of speed and we completely blindside him. Unfortunately there is another tank right in front of us, he is going to kill us if we were to just push in. So I'm gonna smoke up, he shoots, which means that we can now push right through. We set him on fire. And now we just want to make sure that this guy stays in place. He didn't lose any of his components, he only lost some crew, so he will be able to fire back on us in a second here. Notice the smoke pop, so now we know roughly where he is, so I'm gonna MG him. Don't manage to get any hits in. I'm gonna try to set him on fire once more, and if anything, it's going to increase his repair. Still don't know exactly where he is, so we're gonna keep MGing. We finally found a chevron, and we shoot him right in the turret. Down he goes, and then we go and finish off the guy that we just established an energy advantage on. Unfortunately, he gets killed by a teammate, or fortunately, just the way you want to go about it. We do the same thing, we get a little bit of altitude, we shoot the guy in his spawn, and now we are stuck on the rock, and we are going to be leaving. And as we are driving around the map, we notice that there was an HSTVL somewhere, and it looks like he is in his spawn, so we are going to drive around, HE loaded, shoot his front plate, and down he goes. Unfortunately, it's just as the game ends, and we don't actually get the kill for it. And this is the kind of position to be in with the T-80U. Hull down with an extremely strong turret, so what can go wrong, right? And as we are in this power position, let's talk a little bit about the purpose of this video. It's a little bit of a collab with Cavenup, and he will get this kind of gameplay on the daily. And I know I don't mean shooting LVTs with the T-80U, I mean getting nukes, 15 kill games, all that good stuff he uploads on the daily, so I highly recommend you to check him out if you are interested in that kind of stuff. Amazing guy, amazing tanker. Feel free to check him out in the description, and I'll force him to comment as well, and I'll pin him on the top so you can find him a little bit easier. Also, thank you to all my Patreons, and to everyone looking to buy anything from the Gaijin store. I have a decal link that doesn't have a decal just yet, but it will give you a 3% discount. What makes this tank so strong in a hull down position? Now, of course, most MBTs have good turret protection. However, this thing, it's extremely low profile, and you can tell that my barrel is not even sticking over the cover in some areas. So I actually have to use the steps, drive up it, and use my absolutely piss poor depression, that is Russian, to actually get shots off. The thing is, shooting back at it is equally as annoying. It's super low, you basically have to shoot the breach or the turret neck, but he can't reach half of the breach and he can't see the turret neck, so what is he going to do? You're basically forced to shoot my barrel, shoot my breach, and hope that it overpenetrates and actually kills the people in the turret. The turret isn't exactly survivable, but you know, it's a Russian tank, it's very cramped. And after killing everyone, I'm gonna use the mobility to push out, and we drive over Spookstum's corpse. This guy anticipates it, and it's going to kill our reaction time, but we have his entire reload to not panic about. But this HSTVL turret is actually stuck on us now. It looks like we are about 3 months pregnant at this point. The turret actually blocks our shot, and we need to back off now, because he is going to shoot us. He doesn't actually pen us. Maybe the turret actually gave us some protection. And now we're gonna try to shoot him as he goes around the corner. We actually managed to do so. And I really want to get rid of this baby. He's getting relatively heavy here. I think we're about 7 months in. We switched to HE because I know there's a guy down on the beach. And I also need to get rid of this kid. So I'm gonna drive over the sandbags. It gets lifted up a little bit. And then we get a slightly early delivery. We drop him off at the orphanage. And we are going to get some milk like a real father does. So HE shell is loaded. Look around the corner. He is actually just sitting right there. We shoot HE. I mean, overpressures the entire tank. Down he goes. We push up again. And of course stay vigilant because there's people everywhere in every street. Unfortunate. Another Spookston down. And no, I don't have any drama with Spookston. I just like calling the HSDVL the Spookston tank. As it's not exactly original, but you know, I'm just clearing that up in case anyone takes it out of context. What do? Well, it's just a matter of cleaning up at this point, which is a phrase you are probably all familiar with on my channel. And there is the helicopter. I finally get to shoot some air targets. How great. So, what do? We laser rangefind him. Or not even, we shoot. Shell explodes mid-air. At that point I thought, was I maybe using HE? The shell was awfully quick. Let's do it again. And it happens again. Now watch very closely as we shoot for the 3rd time. Now we just miss. It's a goddamn mountain. Then we get blown up and we get some air-to-air content in this bitch. Oh, it's such interesting gameplay, isn't it? Oh man, I love me some drones. Oh, look at this excitement in my voice. I cannot contain my... Yeah, that just went right through him. So what do? Of course, it's very straightforward what we are going to do. We are just going to shoot him again. Now, we lock something random on the ground. Amazing. Luckily, these missiles are slow as balls and I have all the time in the world to actually correct the shot. He is completely oblivious. And there you go. Congratulations. Yippee even. And he gets hugged by the missile. Drones are impeccable gameplay. And they should have added them at 2.3 as well. Please Gaijin, that's satire, do not actually do that. So here we are with the 15 kill and an assist. It's a nuke that we don't manage to drop. Because well, when you get a nuke and you're already winning, why bail out? You might as well just keep on farming and see how many kills you can get without actually dying. AFT pushing on the left. A little bit of a popular road there, so I just wait for him. He drives right into our gun. What do you do here? You just want to be a little bit patient, because this is a crossing street. There will be people crossing, as the name implies. And there is our first victim. We can't shoot him, however, because our tank is extremely low to the ground. We notice someone else, shoot him in the lower front plate, right in the ammo. It actually goes off, and we are bagging our 2nd kill. And no, I'm not gonna name every kill I get, because I will be out of breath before I reach the end of this video. Notice someone cross in the background. Shoot him real quick, track him, turret his ass. He is going to be stuck there, so all we have to do now is finish him off. And there we go. We push up to the guy that we couldn't see before. Fence are kind of annoying, but as long as you keep the circle in the middle, it should find the tank eventually anyway. We get shot, probably in the turret, otherwise I think I would have been dead. So we shoot the guy, kill his breach, kill half the crew in it. All we do now is just finish him off. Shoot him in the side of the turret as well. And he still isn't dead. Kind of annoying. But hey, at least he's out of the fight. He's not going to be pressuring us for a little bit. So we just smoke up. We're going to use this hard cover as well as the visual cover to just get out of here. Luckily this thing is maneuverable enough, especially in the acceleration. It doesn't have neutral steering, which is kind of annoying. It's not completely horrible or whatever. It's still maneuverable enough. Just be wary of the reverse speed. It's not particularly quick when you start pressing your S key. Other than that, it is pretty nimble. And it's just small, you know. It's low. You can just stick behind cover very easily. You don't have this massive turret sticking out. But you do want to be wary of your sides. You do have that ERA. But that's not going to save you from everything. It's not just a get out of jail free card. Push into him, notice it's a light target. He is not going to kill us in a single shot, so we just hold W, use our front plate, and then who do we kill here? The Leopard looks disabled like a true German player, so we shoot the Abrams first because he is clearly operational. It's a little bit of a bet. We try to move to the left to stay out of his gun, but of course his turret reverse is too fast. Luckily, just as planned, his breach is actually out. So we just managed to kill him. We decap the capture point, and we are going to peek around this corner and see if we can kill this guy. The second we peek, however, our breach gets taken out. But just like that, he only takes the breach out. And he doesn't actually damage us in the long run. I can simply repair this and I didn't lose any crew. So that is simply fantastic. Getting stuck on the step Abrams isn't exactly fantastic. But we can simply just reverse out. We're going to get a little bit of capture points. Not much. But it's going to increase our repair. And we are now together with some teammates. We start MGing. Mark him for our team. He shoots the ZSU-37. Not exactly a priority target. But it's probably the only thing he can see right now. We are almost repaired. Completely operational battle station is well on the way again. Get stuck on another rack because it's an absolute graveyard in this cap circle. And I'm not really fancying being a part of that. So I'm going to move out of the way. Make us unpredictable for the Abrams. We saw him. We hear him. And we turn him into part of the graveyard. And we get out scot-free. Push out, start going towards the A-cap. Notice that's where the team is converging on, so there's probably some enemies there as well. But for now, we just want to make sure that we do not over-push. Because if you over-push, you lose your ground. You need to respawn, you need to drive all the way back to the cap circles. Which isn't exactly ideal. Bradley pushes into us, we just wait for him to push up. He overextends, just the thing we talked about that I said you shouldn't do. And he instantly goes down. So the B-cap gets contested. And I'm holding my ground here just so I don't overextend. And then I notice where he is. So we shoot him right under the turret. And kill his entire crew. He goes down. And I'm just holding this position here. Because I don't want them to get multiple caps. So we are going to reverse out. We're going to continue to push around this building. And see if we can actually do something. Because there's another guy in that cap. We just have to find him. He is right there, so we shoot him in the side. We blow up his ammo, as well as his entire crew compartment. And down goes the Leopard 2 PG Betrayal 123. And it's just a matter of holding the ground now. We have position. We don't have to rush. We notice a chevron on our right. I know there's a guy right there, so I want to be wary of it. And we get shot in the front. However, he's too far away. We are at too much of an angle. And we can simply repair right here. So we have a little bit of time. We are going to repair. At least I think I have some time. You can never say for certain. Because maybe he will just bum rush you. Maybe he will just try to suicide you. Which would be anything less than ideal. And then half my team goes down. 3 guys in the span of like 15 seconds. So now I really want to make sure that we hold this position. We cannot die. It's not about getting the kills. It's about not dying. So we reverse a little bit. I'm going to show our engine first. And we only damage his ring. Luckily we shot first. But it's an Abrams. So I'm gonna push out again. And because my turret is so damn tanky. We get the shot before he gets to shoot our hull. So the chance of us actually surviving that engagement is pretty high. We take down his ring. As well as something else in his crew. And we just push straight into him. Down he goes and we go back a little bit. And we are going to go and sit in this very ratty position. Why? I just want to overlook the cap circle. That's all I want to do. Get my team the cap. We hold it here. Turn the engine off. And no one will have to know that we are here until they see the respawn screen. Notice a guy in front of us. We shoot him right in the hull. We don't actually kill anything. We don't even kill the tracks. So he just manages to reverse out. And he is going to go somewhere. Not entirely sure where. We thought we heard something right here. So I'm going to wait for the guy to cross. There he is. Hello. Congratulations. Your prize is going back to the hangar. How nice of us. The Leopard reversed all the way back to there. Not entirely sure what the deal with that was. Probably just wanted to pull out far enough to actually repair somewhere. That's an excuse my dad once gave me as well. Never saw him since. And at this point the game is essentially over. They have not much ground presence left. And all we have to do now is make sure that we hold the caps. It's triple capped. They don't have many tanks left. We have tanks in position next to the caps. So they really need to hurry it up. They kill one of our teammates. We push up. And then the last guy gets spotted right ahead of us. And he gets HE'd because he is a ZLT-11. But the 2 ones can probably be replaced by 2 L's at this point. That's 15 kills and a nuke. There you go. On to the next match. This time in the desert. We push up to this block of mountain, we get shot in the back, we repair, and as we are done repairing, the guy crosses right in our face, and that's going to be 2 kills for 1 crew member. Make that 3. And is this a good position? Yeah. Is it great for the T-80U? Depends a little bit. You need some more depression for this tank. You can make it work definitely, but you have to be careful that you don't overextend, because well, you have to mostly expose a little bit more of your hull that you would like to, simply because well, you don't have any depression. You are a Russian tank. You get the depression from other sources. Everyone is pushing ahead of us. We shoot this guy in the side. We take out his entire crew, or at least his commander and his gunner, so he can't even use his commander side. Turret goes down. Shoot him again. Down goes the Abrams. Keep looking around. I have a feeling there's a guy right there. There he is. Smokes puff on the horizon. So it's pretty clear where he is. And we're just going to sit here. We're going to let people push into us, not the other way around. Nose and LAV, and this is the exact stuff I mean. I need to extend a little bit more than I would like to. And that's going to make it so that we are kind of exposed. Luckily we can do that, because this thing peaks pretty quickly because of the mobility. So we go for the energy trap, we go up and over, and we shoot him right in the ammo. Down goes the Bradley. Notice the guy on the right. We get shot on the left, and I should have gone forward here to go over the lip, but instead we try to turn our turret towards him, as well as our tank, and he just shoots us in our lower plate. Onto more air combat, and this missile is so damn slow that this guy probably thought, oh, the missile has probably been hit on the mountain by now, or he just couldn't drive. I don't know what he was doing. But it doesn't matter. Yippee, right back to the hangar. Onto Stalingrad. And same deal. We're just going to push into the middle. Get a little bit of a power position with good cover to both sides. But also you have to be able to push out and actually kill people. Guy 1 crosses. We shoot him in the engine. Shoot down his track. But I can't really see him anymore at the moment. So he is not really a threat. Second guy pushes in. Shoot him right in the lower plate. Ammo cooks off. Goodbye ZTZ-99. So now we are in a little bit of a position here. From the right we are mostly covered. From the left we are open, but we have our team right there. And from the front we can peek whenever we want to. This guy sees us. He's gonna shoot the truck in a second. And he's gonna try to incinerate us. Unfortunately that doesn't blow us up. Nice little fire effect on the front plate right there. Probably one of my favorite additions from this new patch. And there is not much I like from that patch, so that bar isn't exactly high, but I do think it's a nice effect, nonetheless. And yes, I suck at commentating at tanks. Why is that? Because I have no clue what the hell that I'm doing. I'm getting coached by Cave in the background. He is essentially telling me where to go, and that's the only reason I have any clue where these games are going. Because well, I'm not good at tanks. What can I say? I can pull my own weight, definitely. But this kind of gameplay is not something I would get on my own. Trust me. I would know. I've seen the games that you don't see right here. So, we are just gonna wait behind this cover. Look around, notice a guy peeking. Shoot him right in the turret. And we completely demolish his will to live. Engine down, turret down, only 1 red crew member. So all I need to do is pan him anywhere. And he should be down instantly. We change our angle a little bit. Notice a guy right in front of us. Shoot him straight in the track. Also kill half his turret. And by the time we are reloaded, he probably has no idea where we are. So I feel pretty confident pushing right ahead. Leopard looking straight forward. Not entirely sure what he is doing, but I'm just gonna say, well, it's a German player. We are gonna push up, and do not forget to subscribe to Cavenup. Again, if you made it this far into the video, you should like tanks. You should probably like his content too. Again, he will be in the description. And at this point, I'm really out of things to say. I'm just holding my ground. I'm just sitting here. I'm just shooting everyone that comes inside. We bounce off the front plate of a Challenger. We shoot him again. We non-pan him again. I mean, is that the optimal spot to shoot at? Nah, not really. But hey, gotta do something, right? I'm not gonna sit here with my dick in my hand. I'll just keep shooting until it finally pans. Armor fatigue or something. That's totally in the game, right? Just keep shooting it. And eventually it will go in. Maybe we'll get Gaijin. We got shot in the turret. It's a Leclerc on our left. And we're gonna shoot him in the turret. And goodbye nothing. Because the Leclerc is made out of a vacuum. probably about 2 air molecules in that entire thing. We're not gonna push because his gun wasn't down. He would just shoot us. Not exactly looking forward to that. So instead we are just going to wait for a teammate to clean him up. And after that we are pushing on our merry way. And at this point the game is essentially over. I'm gonna be pushing in the spawn. Spawn pushing, of course, as Orange calls it. And I kinda agree with it. I mean, the game is over. They should just keep spawning, of course. Just keep building your SL and then complain that this economy in this game is completely abysmal. And it is pretty bad. But people are not really helping their case most of the time. So, 2 guys cross right in front of us. Extremely high skill, intense gameplay as they are coming out of their spawn. And then we are gonna push up even more. And of course they will have spawn protection, so we do want to be somewhat careful of that. But I feel like driving down to the left right here. So we go straight, turn to the left, we do a little bit of a drift, and we're just gonna go straight down. Goodbye. Why do we do this? Because I'm getting pushed from 2 angles. So we drop some smoke. We're gonna go look straight up, and we are completely energy trapped at this point. Nowhere left to go. I'm getting boom and zoom by 2 guys. There's a DCA coming in. He's gonna shoot us from above. And I have a 50 cal. But unfortunately he takes down our engine. And we are now stuck out of bounds without the ability to move. That's all I have for you today. Feel free to check Cavenop out. And I'll see you all in the next one.